This clip is brought to you by our friends over at Super 6, and now sadly it is the end of the season, which means it is the end of Super 6, but don't fear. Make sure to follow all their social channels, which is at Super 6 online, to get all the latest updates. And as we said, it's still completely free to play, and there'll be loads more chances to win the 250 grand jackpot next season. It is easy to play. Simply predict your 6 scores, enter your golden goal, and you are all set. It's a free shop at £250,000, so keep up to date with all their social channels at Super 6 online for all the latest updates. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Man City are the only people who are nailed on top 4 next season. I think it's going to be a toss-up or whatever. I don't think.
Oh wait, so you think Arsenal might not even get top 4? You don't think they're nailed on?
If they go in, no, because you need. I think there's going to be so many teams next season.
List them.
There could be 20 teams actually.
First team.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Who have you got as your top 4 challengers next season?
Newcastle. I was going to say Chelsea there, but they have Mudryk. No. Liverpool, Man United. Do you know? It sounds silly, right? But Brighton.
Oh,
not the top. I think top 4.
Nah, because they're going to get
overachieved.
Without McAllister, with European
they always
football.
replace them. They always just like.
Look, I'm not denying that Tony Bloom is arguably the best chairman in the league, and he does a fantastic way of working, especially with his scouts and whatnot. But top 4? Are you mental?
I think João Pedro, who's coming in, is going to be unreal. But
their midfield's getting ravaged, mate.
I think you just look at that trajectory. Because remember, Brighton came up.
I love that signing, by the way.
Brighton came up with Newcastle, and we've had a takeover to get us here. They've done it this way, and their trajectory is... So there's no reason to think they're not going to keep following it up.
If you want to talk about trajectories, look at Arsenal's.
No, because yours has been like...
No, look at Arsenal's under Arteta. 8th, 5th, 2nd.
Yeah.
Next year, 1st.
Minus
so
1.
if you want to give out some information, mate, I'll dish it right back.
I'm saying that's why you both challenges.
Yeah, but then we say this about every season. There's like 4 or 5 teams competing and then loads drop off. You can never predict it though, can you?
No, that's why you do football punditry, so you can just look like an idiot 24/7.
Yeah.
I tell you who didn't look like an idiot this
Gary
season.
Neville.
Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, you want to talk about some of the best bit of punditry in a while. He saw that coming a mile off.
Didn't he also call
No, he did say United will finish above us, but in terms of how accurate he said
they still got top 4 though.
Yeah. It was good. The fact that he was the only one saying that and stuck to his guns.
And the main thing was he didn't get bullied out of his position either, because the Arsenal fans were onto him.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Man United?
Yeah, because Ten Hag's come out with a bit like crybaby recently, hasn't he? He's like, yeah, but we haven't spent like everyone else. Mate, you
haven't spent like everyone else.
Literally more than everyone else.
Yeah, I'll never understand when United fans say that the managers don't get back.
Mate, they panic bought Casemiro and Antony for they spent 226 mil.
Well, it's different, because Man United's money is actually... It's a different ratio to the rest of the money in the Premier League. So when they spend loads of money, it's actually less because of how much money they earn.
So to clarify, because the Man United fans will be screaming at the moment, his point he was making is they didn't spend in January, but what I'd counter that is don't spunk your budget in the first window then, mate, because you might need to buy someone. You might need to buy someone in January when Ronaldo throws a hissy fit. So it's like, it's poor management.
Also, can I just say, like, Rashford's goal to game ratio this season, after like everyone calling him the fucking Ballon d'Or, which I agree is fantastic, is still less than Ronaldo's season for United last year at age 37. No, I'm not. That's it. I'm just leaving it at that.
He was a slow starter there, right?
Rashford only started cooking this year, though.
Yeah, exactly. 2023 Rashford was...
If he could have kept up this end of the form, and then even then he was injured for a few games as well.
Those excuses.
And wasn't that Ronaldo originally? Huh? The reason why he was struggling because of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they did say that.
Like,
and then as soon as he left, his stock went up.
I don't want to be that guy that says correlation is causation, but hey.
Yeah, I think United are... how will they do next season?
I think they got potential to do really well.
Yeah.
Especially if they sign Harry Kane, they're a dangerous kind of beast.
Ten Hag's one of the better managers in the league as well.
Yeah.
I
agree. Yeah, they clearly made a good appointment with Ten Hag.
You tell by the football that they play.
He's unbearable, but he's a good manager.
I don't think he's unbearable.
He's going to be a...
I actually don't.
Comments like that in the press where he's trying to blame
all managers say shit like this.
No,
it's normal.
Not all at all.
No,
it's normally,
Klopp does
it's
it as
normally the
well.
managers who are managing the typical big clubs who are a bit entitled.
They all do it.
Yeah, the
mate.
entitled
No, but
ones.
in
That's
order
why
to,
they do me head
No,
in.
but in order to manage that club and be a
have
successful
to.
manager there, you have to have that kind of
I'd say
charisma
Pep
and ego.
isn't too bad.
No,
Pep,
they're
he gets,
all-
no, Pep
Pep's the
gets so
opposite. Pep's class.
sarcastic.
No, he gives out so many
You
compliments.
just called him entitled.
No, Klopp.
No,
Klopp.
you literally just called him
No, I didn't
entitled.
say Pep. Klopp.
You
whoever
did say
just-
Pep.
No, Pep's nice, man. He always says nice things about people. But it's because he's sitting on this massive mountain just beating everyone, so he doesn't really
Yeah,
need
that's
to.
the thing. If
Arteta's
you're
nice.
so far clear of everyone else, you can just be really
Yeah.
complimentary because no one catches you anyway.
Yeah.
Well, look,
messy treatment.
I think United are going to get rid of Harry Maguire. I think Harry Maguire could go to a West Ham and absolutely thrive. So West Ham could sign Harvey Barnes and Harry Maguire. They're going to look good next season, I think, Wolves.
You know what? I hope for Harry Maguire's sake that he does go to a club like West Ham.
I do think he'd do well.
I actually think, like, he's got it in him.
Yeah.
You've seen it, but like,
Or
who was
Back
telling
three.
who was telling me? Someone was explaining just like going to a place like United because it is and genuinely like one of the biggest, if not the biggest club in the world,
yeah.
right? It's just like the amount of pressure and weight on shoulders. Like, it sounds so generic and shit, like such a shit thing to say, but I genuinely think it is. Like, I mean, you just look at most of the signings that they make. The reason why I think Casemiro works so well is because he came from
Real Madrid.
the second biggest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, when you
used to
come
pressure.
from that,
Already on
that's
that
fine.
scrutiny,
But you
yeah.
look at, like, you know, Sancho, Anthony. Let's be honest, Anthony's been okay, but Sancho struggled. Like, Maguire goes in, he struggled. Like any of their other signings, really.
Yeah.
That's why it's
That's
so
like a bit
interesting. You know,
knackered.
like,
Yeah, if
if Rashford obviously came through the youth academy, but I feel like coming through the youth academy, you understand the pressure. So
yeah,
from
you-
young,
you're there.
you understand how
Yeah.
big this club is. What's very impressive, if you look at someone like Garnacho, who was bought over obviously a few years ago, but
He's come up
he's
though through it as well.
he's been over there for you and he understands it. But even so, there's a lot of pressure for like a young kid, and every time he plays, he's unreal.
Yeah.
he's genuine. I think he's a future United.
it's also why it's credit to Bruno Fernandes, because I know a lot of people dislike him, but
Yeah.
to come from a club like Sporting,
Yeah,
it was right.
I think so.
I think it was spoiled.
Yeah, to come over and be as successful as he has been, even like the first 6. Do you remember he was like essentially an FPL first 6 months?
Yeah, he was an instant
straight
cap.
straight off the
If
bat.
he,
Yeah.
captain.
if he just like sorts his annoying whining.
No, but do you know what I think? I think that's why he does well at United.
Yeah, exactly.
Is because there needs to be someone on the pitch that is that for them.
Yeah.
Like, is that
You know,
guy?
fans love him. But
Yeah.
everyone
Oh, you
hates
would though.
him.
If he
Yeah,
was on your team, though, you would.
yeah,
Like,
you would.
like, look, I fucking can't stand playing against him. He does my nut. But
Man United aren't supposed
I'm not
to
on
be
the
like
pitch, so
The Man United aren't supposed to be a team you like. They're supposed to be like
Man
the
United.
annoying people who dominate your sort of team. Who irritate. So like that's keeping in their history really, which isn't a bad thing. That's not.
But that's pretty crap for United, though. If the one thing is they've got to be like super strong mentally, it's like what? So they can only buy players from Real Madrid and
Yeah, that's
all
the
these
thing.
other
You can
massive
only
clubs.
come
It's like,
from
well, that's
football
pretty brutal.
mentalities.
Yeah.